Hello and welcome to Committee and Field in Holliston, Massachusetts on Friday, September 24th for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2021. It's found only on HCAT TV. Tonight the Panthers face the Milton Wildcats of the Bay State League for the first time. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, Holliston hasn't ever faced Milton. What do you expect to see from the Panthers against the Wildcats tonight?
It's going to be an interesting game for Holliston anyway. We're trying to figure out what Holliston's going to do tonight. There's a couple of key injuries for Holliston. Holliston's really got to clean up the rushing game. They give up too much yardage on rushing. But tonight they're going to face a really, really strong passing attack with this quarterback Vaughn. So we'll see how they do. But if they can clean up the defense a little bit, cut down on the rushing, they'll have a shot here.
Captains for the Panthers out for the toss: number 72, Brennan Ibbotson; number 74, Patrick Griffin; number 70, Robert Payne; and number 10, Chris Del Ponte. Panthers come into this game with a record of 1-1. Their head coach is Todd Kiley in his 19th season with the Panthers. His record, 152 wins against 48 losses. The Milton Wildcats are 1-1. They are the Division III of the Bay State League. Their head coach is Steve Dembowski in his 7th season with the Wildcats. His record, 49-13.
Yeah, we talk about that defense tonight, and of course you see out there in the field, you see Chris Del Ponte, who is the really, really strong middle linebacker for Holliston. He's out tonight, so that's really going to hurt them a little bit too.
Holliston will receive the ball, and we'll be back with the opening kick in just a moment. And now Carlos Canto with Los's pregame lowdown.
Thanks, Tom. You know, this is the first time the Wildcats and Panthers will be squaring off. They've never played before in each of their histories. The player to look out for on Milton tonight will be their senior quarterback, Chase Vaughn. He's had a pretty good career so far, 16-3 as a starter, 3,228 yards, 37 touchdowns in his 3-year career. He is a senior. And last week against Framingham, all he did was go 12 of 23 for 306 yards and 3 touchdowns. So containing Chase Vaughn will be paramount for the Panthers tonight.
Thank you, Los. The Panthers are 79-21 here at Committee and Field. In the last 12 years, they are 59-9 losses, 87%. So Committee and Field, very good for the Panthers.
Well, they're going to come out receiving the ball, and then Holliston has had some incredible run backs. And keep your eye on number 24 down there, Andrew Dennison. And Andrew is really, really playing well. He really broke out. One of the several guys that broke out in that game against Medway the other day.
93-yard touchdown return, kickoff return. Really sparked the Panthers in their 35-34 win against Medway last week. Here's the kick. It's going to be a deep one. Comes down at the 10-yard line to Dennison. And Dennison runs into number 9, but he's across the 20 to the 22-yard line, and that's where the Panthers will start 1st and 10.
Starting out tonight, Tom, we want to see that offensive line that did such a great job in the Medway game, and they're really going to have to play hard tonight because there's some really strong defensive players that Milton has out there.
Nice mix of run and pass last week against Medway. T.J. Kiley leading the way for 137 yards passing and 3 touchdowns, becoming the 11th Panther to do so. There's a handoff to number 3, Devin Harding. He's forward for a couple of yards. I want to get back to that game that T.J. Kiley had, becoming actually the 12th quarterback to ever throw 3 touchdowns in a game for the Panthers. Thank you, historian Ken Dunn, with that little nugget. And his big run on 4th down with just 37 seconds to go. He ran 24 yards down to the 3, and that put Harding in the end. Next play put Harding in the end zone for the go-ahead score.
That was a great play, both by TJ and the offensive line.
2nd and 3. Here's a pitch. And the Panther runner is run out of bounds. Didn't see who. Oh, that was Dennison, 24 in the backfield. So 3rd down and 7 for the Panthers.
Holliston playing Milton Division 3
3.
team.
Yeah. Kyler with the fake, rolls out. Short little pass to Joey Gentile, and he's got the 1st down. Bit of bad news, I got to say. Number 9, that's his 3rd catch of the season. That's his 1st catch that didn't go for a touchdown
Yeah,
score.
he's slacking off a little bit, isn't he?
2 catches, 2 touchdowns for Joey G.
Well, you know, I talked about this the other day, how I like Joey Gentile, and both he and Brady Sweeney, I consider them really good playmakers for Holliston, along with a group of the other kids. But I think those are those guys you want to get the ball into their hands as much as possible, because those 2 guys, along with other people like Dennison, can really make some stuff happen.
1st and 10 from the 35. There's the handoff to Harding. Tries to bounce it outside. He's got a couple of yards. Devin Harding had himself quite a game against Medway. 15 carries for 83 yards and the game-winning touchdown.
He's good, and you know, he doesn't look like that big power back, but they use him as a power back, and he does a really good job between the tackles. And what he likes to do, if you watch him when he gets the ball, watch what he does. He likes to give the tackler a little hit. You know, he likes to hit back. He doesn't like getting hit, I don't think.
2nd down and 7. Hand up to Harding, and he spins forward to the 40, gain of 2. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 5. You know, gave Harding credit for the go-ahead touchdown, but that actually tied the game at 34. And then number 23, Nick Cotting, came out with 23 seconds and calmly put one through the goalpost.
Yeah, and then after that, there was a little scariness there, too, as Medway drove the ball downfield, but Holliston was able to stop him.
Here's the rollout on 3rd down. Overthrows
Sweeney.
Number 8, OZ. Owen Zakshevsky. And that'll bring the punting team on.
Well, you mentioned Cotting, and you know, he's really had a good season so far, both punting and with place kicking.
And as the free safety on the defense.
Right.
Calling the plays out there. Nice high kick. Comes down at the 31, and he's hit right away, but spins away from it. Panthers corral him after a short gain. Milton will take over with 8:45 to go in the 1st quarter. No score.
Well, now we'll see what Holliston does. I mean, they've played against the pass pretty well, but to be very honest with you, the teams, both teams ran the ball very well against Holliston. So what they're going to have to do is clean that up a little bit. And what I'm looking for, really, Tom, is 3 things. I'm looking for better tackling. I'm looking for guys holding their position, and don't let those players get to the outside.
Number 15, Captain Chase Vaughn, the quarterback for Milton. And he hands it off right away to number 33, who breaks it outside and close to a Wildcat 1st down. That's number 33, running back Amari Marsman. Tackled by Collier. Second and 2 for the Wildcats.
It's a good passing down, 2nd and 2.
And that's where Vaughn goes, and he goes deep down the sideline. And incomplete, intended for number 1, Shane Olson.
Shane Olson, the intended receiver. Ball falls incomplete, 3rd down.
I want to watch Vaughn a little bit.
Were you calling their plays there, Jay?
Well, you know, second and two, second and shorts are great passing downs because you know you're going to have third down, third and short. But that's kind of interesting arm angle that Vaughn threw that ball. He just kind of flicked it out there. Boy, he has a really strong arm.
He's got a lot of targets. Third down and 2. Handed off to Marsman, and he's forward across midfield for a Wildcat first down. Well, Vaughn has thrown 6 touchdown passes this season, and he's thrown it to 5 different receivers.
And some of them have been very long.
They tend to be catch and go, catch and run plays. Here on first down, handoff to Marsman. He's forward for 3 yards.
Yeah, that was
tripped up by Cooper Olson.
That was a good call by Holliston. They shot their defensive backs on both sides to try and contain any run. And I think that was Cooper Olson who just missed him, but he forced the ball inside, forced to run him inside so that the tackle could be made.
Olson and number 44, C.J. Pacheco, are both leading the Panthers in tackling, 10 apiece.
Oh, that's...
Got a false start on Milton. He's going to back them up on second down.
Holliston's been very aggressive on defense, Tom. They look like they're sending people on every play, but even more than that, they're showing that they're sending people on every play. And that got the offensive line of Milton a little bit out of kilter there. So it'll be
second down and 12. Vaughn to pass. He's chased from the pocket by Pierce. Alachi hits number 4 in the open, down along the sideline inside the 30-yard line for a Wildcat first down.
Well, again, a couple things on that play. Holliston got very aggressive. They came with another blitz. They chased Vaughn across field, but boy, you know, he's so good. And the play took a long time to develop, and his receiver's able to get free, and Vaughn just hit him with a perfect spiral down the sideline.
That catch by number 4, Luke Salmon, his 9th of the season. First and 10 at the 28. There's the handoff to Marsman, and he's wrapped up right away.
And Holliston continues to send players, and I'll tell you what, I really love this. I love the way that they're sending people now. They're going to try and dictate from the defensive side of the ball instead of letting the offense dictate to them.
Second down and 11. Loss on the play for Milton. Love to hear Jack Harper's voice up here.
The melodic tones.
Vaughn on second down, drops back to pass and lets it go up the middle. And again intended for Olson, but just off his hands.
Well, he's missed 2, but he hasn't missed 2 by too much. Probably a total of 6 inches between the two of them. And he's pretty much on target tonight.
Second down and 11 for the Wildcats. Third down 11. 5:23 left here in the first quarter.
This is where you got to be a little careful if you're Holliston. Make sure to contain those ends.
Straight drop by Vaughn, looks for the outlet to number 8. And nice tackle by Gentile and friends.
Gentile played that pass perfectly. A little screen pass came out, and he was able to hold his position. He saw what was happening. He held his position. There was actually a block in the back that I thought was going to get called. It didn't get called. But it brings up 4th and long for Milton.
Catch by number 8, Jack Finnegan. His 6th of the year. But that's going to bring up 4th down and 7 yards for the Wildcats. Let's see if the Panthers can hold. Vaughn, quick drop, push from the pocket, and he overthrows Olson again on 4th down, so the Panthers will take over on downs.
There's a flag here. Let's see what this call is going to be.
It might have been holding against
it's against
Wildcats. Looked like somebody impeded our Olsen. Cooper Olsen. He was charging in there.
Well, that was a good stand, and I like what Holliston did there. As I said earlier, Tom, I like them being aggressive. I like the fact that they're coming after him, and they're going to. They said, you know, if we're going to lose, we're going to lose, but we're not. We're going to lose going down, and right now they're not going to lose if they keep playing defense like this.
4:25 left in the first quarter, no score. Both teams have had a try at it. Panthers line up in a new formation, little tight formation. Little wrinkle for their offense. Here goes Lehman, motion fake to him, and then on the counter play, it's Olsen.
Whoa. See if they get the face mask on that one.
Cooper Olsen forward to the 30-yard line for 3 yards.
I like this formation. It's kind of a cross between the war and the spread.
Olsen's rushed 5 times for 34 yards coming into this game. Olsen goes to the left of the formation. Harding in tight. Kiley with a straight drop. Sets up Harding on the screen pay, and he spins his way to a Panther first down. That was a nifty little screen play the Panthers set up.
Very well designed, very well pulled off. I really thought that that TJ was going to get knocked out, not knocked out, tackled, I mean, in that play, but he was able to flip the ball over and get the first down.
Ball's at the Panther 44-yard line for Holliston.
3:21 left in the first quarter.
Kiley fires, intended for Lima.
Yeah, these are timing patterns that they're running out here now, and what happens is that the receiver has to go out and turn, and the ball will be in the air as soon as the receiver turns, so he should be able to get it and then handle it with a little bit of space between him and the defender.
But they also, some of these plays, they make the receiver read the defender, whether to turn in or turn out.
Right.
And the quarterback has to read the same. Second down and 10 for Holliston.
Second and 10.
Kiley to his left. Caught by Brady Sweeney, but right at the line of scrimmage, maybe a slight loss on the play.
Yeah, well, good pass and catch, but really great coverage on that play. The defender covering Sweeney was right there. As soon as he caught the ball, he was able to make the tackle.
No gain on the play for Holliston. Third down and 10.
Gets a call in from Coach Kiley. Clock running now, 2:25 left to go in the first quarter.
Kiley looks downfield, fires wide open, number 9, but he did not get control of that ball. Smartly knocked away just as he grabbed it. And that'll bring up fourth down for Holliston.
Yeah, and you definitely want to punt here. You want to play that field position game a little bit.
Nick Cotting back to punt. His kicks away. Fair catch called for at the 26-yard line. So Milton will be have their second offensive drive of the night. 2:08 left in the first quarter, no score.
Boy, what a weapon Nick Harding is. I mean, field position is so important in football, and he really gives Holliston some great field position, both on his punts and his kickoffs.
He's had 9 punts so far this season for a 34-yard average.
So we'll come out here. I kind of expecting Vaughn to start slinging it down from down here a little bit. Let's see what happens.
Vaughn on first down, goes deep again. And intended for number 13. That's Michael Fulton. So far we've seen a lot of different targets for the Wildcats.
I do think, and I feel up here a little bit in the press box, I do feel a little wind, so the wind might be affecting that a little bit. But again, he's not missing by much. So Holliston's got to make sure that they're running step by step with those receivers.
Second down and 10 for Milton. Slant pattern to number 5, caught. He's tackled by D'Angelo. Derek D'Angelo, number 27. But a first down for the Wildcats. Well, starting defense for the Panthers, number 57, Jack Littlejohn. Number 8, Owen Zakchevsky. Number 54, Pierce Olachi. Number 4, Cooper Olson. Number 44, C.J. Pacheco. Number 40, Robert Collier. Number 23, Nick Cotting. Number 11, Brady Sweeney. D'Angelo, number 27. And number 1, Miguel De Jesus. Vaughn on first down. Fires downfield. Nobody. Now, can they call intentional grounding when you throw it 40 yards downfield?
I don't think. It's certainly outside the tackle box. The situation here is that Holliston is getting closer and closer with these blitzes. Now, on the big third down here where they made the play, Holliston actually showed the blitz, backed off, and went. It looked like he went almost into his zone. But they've been getting some pretty good pressure on Vaughn. They have to contain him, though, Tom. They have to keep him within that box. They can't let him outside because it looks like he's pretty dangerous when he gets outside.
Second down and 10. Vaughn on the draw play. Tries to break it to the outside. Pushed out of bounds by De Jesus, but a first down for Milton. Well, that's the way to beat the rush.
Yeah, it is. And, if you can beat that first line of defense with the blitzers coming in, there's going to be no linebackers there, and that's how to beat it, just like you said. Minute and 18 left to go in the first quarter.
First and 10 at the 22. There's a handoff to Marsman, and he's through into the secondary for a touchdown. So Milton on the board first. 1:10 left in the first quarter.
Well, the same kind of thing happened there. You send your two backers, and they almost become linemen, and then there's nobody back there if you get through that first line of defense. And the runner was able to just the offensive line opened up the defensive line, and they were able to score the touchdown.
That's number 33's third touchdown of the season. We got sort of a funky formation. Now they're going to line up swinging gate. Thank you, Lowe's. Extra point is strong and good. So with 1:10 to go in the first quarter, Milton draws first blood and is up 7-0.
Well, that was played well by Vaughn. Of course, the big play was his run. And it's interesting, Tom, that the biggest running plays that we've seen in the first two games were by quarterbacks. One for over 90 yards down here, and then the one was like 89 yards over in Medway. Both times the quarterbacks were able to get the big yardage. This time it wasn't quite that long, but he was able to get a really important big first down.
Well, the Panthers seem to be adjusting to the strong Milton passing attack.
Yeah.
I mean, the big plays there, obviously the Marsman from 20 yards out, and then the quarterback draw by Vaughn.
Yeah. You know, if you've paid a lot of attention to Holliston football, what they've done in the past many times, with their defense has been pretty strong, but the other thing is they've gotten leads that are so big that they've really either taken the other team out of their comfort zone or they've made them one-dimensional, made them just passing. So they haven't been able to do that quite well this year, though.
Olson and Dennison back for Holliston. Here's the kick straight away. Going to be taken by Dennison at the 7. And he is hit at the 20-yard line where Holliston will start 1st and 10.
Good, clean, solid tackle there. You know, it's fun having somebody back there like Dennison now. You know, all those years we had somebody back, nobody would ever kick deep because of our returners would always be able to do so well. And Dennison, I think, is he's going to be a good one.
One of the faster guys on the team. Hey, the sun's coming out, brightening up out here. Like to see the weather turning into a great night for football.
And I love these 6 o'clock starts. Hey, people, have 6 o'clock every week.
I co-signed to that.
Riding with Kylie with the fake to Harding. Pitches this to Zakshevsky with the catch. OZ as Jack Harper calls him. Gain of 5.
You know, it's interesting. I'm kind of seeing out of this formation here where there's always seems to be like a safety man to pass the ball to. This happened 2 or 3 times now where TJ's got in trouble and there's been somebody right there that he can flip the ball to.
Actually, gain of 4. 2nd and 6 for Holliston. Fires to his left, just off the hands of Lima.
56 seconds left to go in the first quarter here. 7-0 Milton.
3rd down and 6. Must be Cowboy night for the Red Sea.
Well, it's a homecoming.
Oh, it's homecoming night?
Homecoming, yeah. You don't know?
I didn't know
You
that.
didn't get your invitation to homecoming?
Well, they usually wear their black uniforms on homecoming.
Yeah, they sent me invitation to homecoming at Ashland. I don't know what the story is here. Carlos must get an invitation down there in Hartford. So.
3rd down for Holliston. Kylie with the pump fake. Incomplete. Looking for Lima up the sideline. That'll bring up 4th down for the Panthers.
So Nick Carding will come on again and try to do his magic. They keep getting a little bit closer. Each time they get a little bit closer to blocking the punt. So Holliston's going to have to make sure to get some good blocking and make sure Nick gets some time to get the punt off.
Cotting drives one. Back. Number 8 takes it at the 41. Holliston there for a team effort to bring him down. Zakshevsky on the tackle. It'll be at the Panther 49-yard line. So this will be the best start for the Milton Wildcats. They're leading 7-0 with 41 seconds to go in the first quarter.
Milton last week they played Framingham, beat them 34-6, and they lost to Situate, I believe, 34-20.
Situate's one of the top teams.
Yeah, Situate's pretty good.
Vaughn, short drop, fires over the middle, intercepted by Holliston. Number 23, Nick Cotting.
Wow.
His first pick of the year.
After that, you know, the punt, Nick Cotting giveth, and then you got the interception, he taketh away. So there you go.
So Holliston getting a little bit of energy from their defense.
And that's
See if
what
they can
happens.
turn this into an offensive drive.
That's what happens when your quarterback is off just a little bit when, you know, he was getting closer and closer. When the ball goes off the hands in the middle of the field, there's a lot of players there and a lot of stuff can happen.
Right.
"35 seconds left to go in the first quarter here. The first few minutes flew by, but these last minute and a half here has taken a long time.
35 seconds to go here in the first quarter. Empty backfield for Kiley. TJ rolls left. And he scampers out of bounds.
Gain of about 3 for TJ Kyler.
Gain of 3.
That's okay, you know, that's
And actually didn't get out of bounds. The clock's still running.
That's okay, though, because like I said, you know, he didn't throw the ball away. He was able to pick up some yardage. You pick up 3.5, 4 yards every play, you're going to be in good shape. This will be the end of the first quarter, coming up with 3 seconds left to go.
End of the first quarter, the Milton Wildcats 7, the Holliston Panthers nothing. We'll be back in just a moment. Okay, we're ready to start the second quarter. Panthers face a 2nd and 7. Kiley with Harding in the backfield. Handoff to number 3, and he busts up the middle for a Panther first down.
Yeah,
Crosses midfield.
He's good. You watch him. He'll follow his blockers. He waits. He's patient. He cuts. He can do all the stuff that a really good running back can do, and he's having a good start to this season. He's going to be a good one.
Well, he's following Captain Brennan Ibbotson, Captain Robert Payne, Captain Patrick Griffin, Pierce Alaki, and Grant Harper at center. That front 5 controlling that play right there. Kiley to pass. Intended for Sweeney. Also on the starting offense, number 14, Kualima. Number 11, Brady Sweeney. Number 3, Devin Harding. We've called his number a lot. Number 86, Owen McCarron. And number 9, Joey Gentile. 2nd down and 10 for Holliston. Then they go to Harding again, and he blasts up the middle for 7 yards.
Well, you know, you got the captains on that line, and you got 2 other really good ball players on that offensive line. And those 5 guys have played really well, and I think they want to run the ball. They like it when you get to run the ball. Offensive lines love that, you know, and they want to get out, and especially when they're winning their battles. You know, you win a battle on one play, you want to come back and do the same thing on the next play.
3rd and 5 for Holliston. Two receivers to both sides of the formation. Kiley, short drop, sets up the screen again, this time to Harding. And Harding's across the 40 to the 39. He's close to a first down.
What a great play and some tremendous individual effort by Harding to get that first down for Holliston. And nicely played, too, by TJ Kiley. He was under pressure on a blitz from coming in from his right-hand side.
So the Panther is all the way down to the Milton 38-yard line.
First and 10 of the 38.
Kiley to Harding. Harding spins, and he's inside the 30-yard line, close to another Panther first down.
Well, he's showing us all the moves tonight. Now he's got a spin move on top of everything else. And again, that line is making some nice holes for him.
Holliston spreading him out a little bit. Holliston winning that 5-on-5 battle up front. 2nd down and 2 for Holliston as they look into Coach Kiley for the signal.
Yeah, now this is where coaches like Coach Kiley like to do maybe something a little bit different when you have 2nd and short, especially when you're in 4-down territory.
Hand up to Harding. Sweeps the right side. Turns the corner. Number 3 inside the 10-yard line. First and goal, Panthers.
Well, he rode that. He rode that along with TJ, and TJ did a nice job of putting the ball into the belly of number 3, who right now is controlling this ball game, along with that offensive line.
Officially about 24 on that carry.
So it'll be first and goal at the 6-yard line for Holliston. Kiley to Harding up the middle. Reaches forward. Let's see the signal. Holliston signaling touchdown. They call him just short of the goal line. And it is a touchdown, Panthers! Number 3, Devin Harding.
Well, that offensive line, and you can include Owen McCarron in there too, that offensive line, along with Harding, did the job this time, taking the ball right downfield. And I think they found something, Tom. They found something that they like here. 8:32 left to go in the first half. Holliston's trying to tie it up here with a kick by Nick.
And it's good. Cotting's kick splits the uprights. And with 8:32 left in the first half, the Panthers are tied with the Wildcats, 7-7.
That's what we expected to see from this offensive line. They are really good, and they are really getting into it now. That Medway game, I think, really turned the corner for them, Tom. And now they're just taking in this game, and they're doing the same thing. It's great to see.
Devin Harding with his second touchdown of the season ties it up for the Panthers. But what really clicked was that extra point. It's tough with having Chris Del Ponte out because
Right.
he's also the holder on the play. And with him being out in Medway, that big extra point last week had number 12, Nick Larch, as the holder.
Yeah.
Imagine
coming in, you Nick Larch. I mean, the other thing is the center. Grant Harper, you forget sometimes what the centers, what they have to do.
That's Robert Collier.
Collier, right? But
Collier.
I mean, on the plays, most of the plays here, the long snapping and Collier too. Yeah, on the extra points and the kicks. That's a tough job. That's a tough job they do, and it's got to be a perfect snap. And you never hear anything until something goes wrong. Right?
We saw it in the Medway game where the Mustangs lined up for a field goal, a game-winning field goal with 3 seconds to go. High snap.
Yep.
All right, Holliston with the kickoff. Nick Cotting blasts it away, and it bounces at the 10, taken on a hop by number 4. He slices through some traffic, and then he's tackled at the 40-yard line by number 2, Rahith Ramanath.
So Milton comes back with 8:24 left to go in the first half.
So the Wildcats will start at the 41, their own 41. 8:24 to go in this first half.
And we'll see if Holliston stays aggressive on defense. Oh, there's another movement.
Motion.
Yeah, that's caused by the fake blitz there.
Said I'll back up Milton 5 yards. We'll have first and 15.
C.J. Pacheco waiting, and then he showed blitz, and it caused a flinch in that offensive line. That's the second time they've done that tonight.
Vaughn with a short drop, and up comes Pacheco up the center. He dumps it off to Marsman. Marsman hit. And we got a flag on the outside there. Might be coming back, says Los.
Blocking the back by Milton, so they're going back another 10 yards.
So a break for the Panthers.
It'll be first and pretty long. They're getting in there, though, no, Tom. They're getting in there, finding a way to get in there, and Pacheco got through there that time.
Pacheco totally surprised Vaughn. I assume his eyes got really big when he saw number 44 coming up in the middle. So 1st and 20, handoff to Marsman. Marsman finds the corner, and he gets a first down. So Milton, with a big play after the couple of penalties, has a first down in Panther territory.
Well, they're getting to him. They're getting to him. They did on the last run, too. They just got to finish off these tackles. And I said that as one of the 3 things I really wanted to see them do tonight. The first 2, I think they're doing pretty well. But tackling, you got to make those tackles.
So Marsman rumbles all the way down to the Panther 35 for Milton. Vaughn, short drop, throws it out in the flat. Salmon tackled out there. Tackled by Dennison.
Clock continues to run. 6:55 left to go in the half. 2nd and short.
2nd and 3 for Milton. Vaughn looks in for the play signal from Coach Dombrowski. Looks right, looks left, goes deep. And over the shoulder, he connects for a touchdown. Number 13, Michael Fulton.
Well, we heard about Vaughn, and I'll be honest with you, everything we heard, I'm seeing tonight. It's just a beautiful. He just throws a really nice pass, and he gives his receiver a nice place to catch the ball. They were able to catch it and take it in. So they answer pretty quickly here.
That was a 32-yard beauty.
I don't know why they do all this stuff here, but they do.
Snap, kick is up high.
Oh, I don't know. Did that go through?
And it is good.
Wow. That just snuck in if that was good.
So Milton strikes back with 6 minutes and 27 seconds left here in the first half. 14-7, Wildcats.
Yeah.
And that was Vaughn's 7th touchdown of the season.
(14-7). Holliston getting the ball back here.
The number of weapons that the Wildcats have is very impressive.
Well, you know, the number of weapons is always in direct relationship to your quarterback.
Right.
If your quarterback's really good, everybody becomes a weapon, right?
Well, it's confidence.
And he
obviously
is really
has
good.
confidence
Yeah.
in his receivers.
He is really good. And they're good. I mean, they catch the ball when it's down there. And
Right. Well, it's great that Coach Dombrowski, I mean, he can explore all of those matchups.
Right.
You know?
Right.
So Olsen and Dennison back for the kick. Takes a bounce at the 20-yard line. Olsen scoops it up. He gets forward to the 25 for the Panthers.
Okay, well, these next set of downs here for Holliston is very important. They got to at least get the ball downfield. They have to, take some time out the clock, get downfield. Obviously, they want to score, but they can't give good field position to Milton because Milton will have time on the clock to score, and also they get the ball at the beginning of the second
Well, it's
half.
the Panthers' turn to score,
So
right?
they had time to score, yeah, yeah.
I mean, the last time the front five really dominated. First and 10 for Holliston. Handoff to Harding. Left side.
Whoa.
Turns the corner before he's hit.
I'll tell you what, if he didn't slip, he might have made that corner, and he might have had a long way to go.
Had an opening. Devin Harding picks up 3.
Here's Salachi leading the way on the run.
Second and 7 for Holliston. TJ back to pass, fires it,
His pass is in.
incomplete.
Joey Gentile was in the area. Andrew Dennison has been there and got through. Third down.
Got to bring up 3rd down for the Panthers.
Oh, this is kind of what I was talking about, Tom. You've got to get out of here. This would be really big for them to get this first down.
What are they on 3rd down, Carlos?
Third and 7.
Panthers are 2 of 5 on 3rd down tonight.
Thank you. There's the hand up to Harding. He spins forward and just short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down and maybe 2.
Yeah, that's
You know Coach Kiley wants to go for it.
yeah. I kind of don't blame him here. The way that Harding is running, you know, you only need 2 yards.
Possessions are like gold in high school football. Holliston going for it. Gentile in motion. And there's going to be a timeout on the field by the Panthers with 4:46 to go in the first quarter, trailing 14-7. Okay, 4th down and 2. And the Panthers line up like they're going to go for it.
4th and 2.
And we're going to have another timeout on the field, this time against Milton, because they want to think this over. Panthers line up in
Well,
their war formation.
this is why coaches make so much money.
Number 12, Nick Larson, a quarterback. Cooper Olson off the pitch, works his way down the sideline. He leans forward. He had to make the 40, the 35. Let's see where the spot is. Milton's saying they didn't get it.
Oh, this is going to be close.
They're not. See if they call for a measurement.
It looks
And
a
they're going to
little
bring the.
short. Yeah, it looks a little short. We'll see what happens.
Got to
when they
bring the chain gang over. Now we don't have the old chain gang.
No. .417, the
Important measurement here.
clock's holding obviously right now. Either way, I really agree with that call. I think it's a good call. You really got to try and get that first down.
Missed it.
Just a little
Missed
short.
it by that much.
Yeah.
Just short, the Panthers are. And that'll give it to Milton at the 34-yard line.
I do agree with that because, you know, if you punt it away, you punt it away. They have 4 minutes left. They could one pass, they could get back down here. So you got to give it a try. You got, as you said, Tom. It's, you know, possessions are like gold at this level, and you want to keep that possession, keep the ball going. And you were doing so well running the ball. So I think that's a good decision.
Well,
to be
the
honest with you.
Panthers have kept their passing game off balance. Fake to Marsman. Chase from the pocket. Vaughn tries to go deep, and he's way out of bounds. Good coverage by Nick Cotting. They almost got number 15. Good coverage by the Panthers. Second down and 10 for Milton.
Well, I think pressuring him that time was Pierce Alachi, and Pierce came in and he wouldn't let him go. He, you figure the lineman, the quarterback's going to be able to juke him, but he couldn't.
Here comes Holliston. He hands it off to Marsman. Tackled inbounds near the Panther bench. See where they mark it. And they do give the Wildcats a first down. At the 24-yard line of Holliston.
Clock moves on, 3:35 left to go in the first half.
Vaughn, short drop, chase from the pocket. Wobbly ball intended for Olsen, incomplete.
Well, the reason it's a wobbly ball is Holliston's putting some pressure on him, and he has to throw off his back foot a little bit. And he's not being able to get a full extension and a full go with that ball. If he did, that would have been a touchdown. But nice pressure by Holliston.
I think it's true of most quarterbacks. If you get them off of their spot,
Yeah. Yep.
they're less accurate. So second down and 10 for Milton. Panthers need a turnover here. Fake to Marsman. Vaughn keeps it himself. And Vaughn moves the chains.
Well, that's the type of play you can do when you have a quarterback who can throw the ball really well and a running back who's running really well, and you got to defend both those options. And that time Vaughn read it correctly, and he kept the ball.
Vaughn hasn't run much this season, though.
No, but he's run here.
But he's been effective tonight.
2 big plays.
First and 10, ball's on the 10. Fires into the flat, and he's hit right away by Sweeney. And gives the other Panthers a chance to catch up.
Well, that is how you cover an outside receiver. Nicely played.
So no gain on the play, even though the completed pass. Second and 10.
Clock continues to run now. It's 2:30, 2:29 in the first half.
It's important down. They're all important for Holliston. Vaughn looks back into the coach. Maybe changes the count. Vaughn, short drop. Here come the Panthers. They got him low, and it causes the throw to be off target and incomplete. Number 9, Joey Gentile was in there. That brings up third down and 10.
Well, they're getting to him. Slowly but surely, they keep getting to him. Now, remember, they have a kicker who really...
he gets a lot of height.
He gets a lot of height and a little bit of distance. So
he came close on that extra point, though. Vaughn, short drop, fires it. Inside look to number 4. He's tackled short of the first down. Well, that was fourth down. Sorry, I misread that one.
No, this is fourth coming up.
Oh, this is fourth. It's going to be 4th and 4. Clock is running with 1:36 to go in the first half.
And he's setting up to go for it.
Red Seas whooping it up. We got the crowd into this one. And we got a flag on the play.
False start. Wow, big play. Big play.
So that'll back it up and make it 4th down and 10.
That's the third one tonight.
It's not so easy with a short field on a big game.
No, but this also gives you a little bit longer field too. Clock is running. 1:12.
So they're letting the clock run. Did not call a timeout. They're bringing their place kicker out onto the field.
Yeah, first
Are
thing
they
you want
going
to
to do the swinging gate, or are they just going to line up?
First thing you want to do is make sure that that this is going to be a kick.
Kick is up and long enough and good. So Milton with the kick moves ahead 17-7. 30-yard field goal.
Well, Holliston's got 45 seconds to come back and score a touchdown here.
Well, I'd say mission accomplished right there, Jay.
Yeah, well,
Getting this Milton team, if you had said they're going to get the short field and they're going to end up with a 4th down and 10.
Yeah.
Good job by the Panther defense.
I think the defense is really playing a lot better right now. You know, you really have to. If you look at it, maybe statistically, I don't know, but if just from the eyeballing it and watching it, you know. Like I said, maybe statistically it's not that good, but they're playing much, much better defense than they've played the first couple of games.
They've really thrown Milton off their passing game. That is for sure.
Right. And you know, there's a possibility they may not face a quarterback like this the rest of the way.
What I say,
either.
Vaughn's thrown for almost 600 yards in 2 games. He's not throwing for 300 tonight.
This will probably be a squib kick, I would imagine. Let's see what they do. Nope, he kicks it off.
Kick right up the middle, bounces at the 17. Here's Dennison with a full head of steam. And a game-saving tackle. Well, at least a lead-saving tackle by number 8, the kicker. I didn't give him full credit. What's number 7? Number 8.
Jack Finnegan.
No. Yeah, Jack Finnegan, number 8. Sorry about that. Well, that was a big tackle because Dennison
really
was
he
completely
was
gone.
Yeah, he was gone.
He was hitting top speed right about there. 1st and 10 for the Panthers at the 30-yard line after the Dennison return. 39 seconds to go in the first half. Kiley, short drop, fires. Caught by Brady Sweeney. Panther first down at the 42-yard line.
Well, you got a good throw, a really, really good catch, but the most important thing was to get out of bounds.
They put it at the 41.
And save a timeout. .33 seconds left to go in the first half.
Sweeney on the slant play. Kiley with the drop, looks downfield. Oh, they try Sweeney again on the out pattern.
Well, he's got the height. He's got that long reach, and he has exceptional hands. So, what they call that is a 50-50 ball. You know, they throw it up there, and he can. You know, he's the type of player who's big enough and strong enough to take that away from a defender.
27 seconds to go, 2nd down and 10 for Holliston.
2nd and 10.
Lima to the right, Gentile and Sweeney to the left, McCarron tight to the right. Kiley forced out of the pocket and down. Holliston's going to take a timeout with 18 seconds left here in the first half. Okay, important 3rd down for the Panthers. 18 seconds left in the first half.
Well, you got what you want here. Ball's almost on the left hash mark. You got a right-handed quarterback who can throw pretty well, running to either side. So let's see how Holliston plays. The safeties are kind of deep. Not quite a prevent, but they're deeper
But that
than normal.
opens up some room in the
It
middle
does.
of the
Yep, it
defense. Kiley, 3-step drop, fires. Take Brady Sweeney across midfield and a Panther first down.
Yeah,
That'll stop the clock with 10 seconds to go, and a new set of downs.
Well, Tom, you've been saying Sweeney across the middle, and there he was.
I figured they were setting him up.
Yeah.
I shouldn't put my Greek hat on.
Yeah. Well, you got Sweeney, and then of course you got the touchdown maker down there, who's 2 for 3 in touchdown receiving passes.
Actually,
Joey Gentile.
There was a timeout on the field.
Yeah.
Was it Holliston?
Holliston, yeah.
Holliston called it. Lima and McCarron to the right. Gentile and Sweeney to the left. Empty backfield. Harding moves to the right. TJ Kiley rolls right. Fires along the sideline to Lima. Caught.
So you got
And
one.
it's a first down. The clock stops on the first down.
The 4 seconds left.
Coach Kiley quickly signals in the play. They've made it all the way to the Milton 38.
And Milton is really back defensively now. So,
Well, prevent defense
Yep.
prevents you from winning. That's what I've heard.
I always, in this situation, I absolutely love screen passes because you get 2 or 3 linemen out there to block in front of a back.
Empty backfield for Kiley. This time he rolls left, back right. Takes off on the run and got some open field. Steps out of bounds. And that'll send the teams to the locker room. The Holliston Panthers 17. Milton Wildcats 17 and the Holliston Panthers 7. We'll be back with second half action in just a moment. And now Carlos with the halftime lowdown.
Thanks, Tom. After one half of play, nice game going we got here. Milton leads 17-7 over the Panthers, but it's been pretty close on the stat sheet so far. But both teams tied with 9 first downs each in the first half. Total yards, 217 for Milton, 153 for Holliston. That's 101 yards passing, 116 yards rushing for the Wildcats, 99 yards passing, 54 yards rushing for the Panthers. The individual contributors in the game so far, quarterback TJ Kiley for Holliston, 10 of 17 for 99 yards, no touchdowns, no interceptions. He's had a pretty efficient first half. The leading rusher for the Panthers, Devin Harding, 7 carries for 34 yards, including a touchdown to get the Panthers on the board in the first half. TJ Kiley has thrown the ball to 4 different receivers tonight. Brady Sweeney, Devin Harding, OZ, and Joey Gentile. Leading receiving for the Panthers is Sweeney. He's got 41 yards and 4 catches. Defensively for the Panthers, Cooper Olson leading all tacklers. He's got 4. Joey Gentile, Derek D'Angelo, Brady Sweeney, and C.J. Pacheco checking in with 2 more tackles apiece. Joey Gentile, Andrew Dennison, and Pierce Alachi getting in there with quarterback hurries in the first half. And then, of course, Nick Cotting with the really big interception that kind of turned the field for in the favor of the Panthers in the first half. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball, and that's the lowdown.
Thank you, Los. The one I was looking for, what was Vaughn in the first half? His passing?
Oh, yeah. Chase Vaughn was 7 of 17 for 101 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. Their leading rusher, Amari Marsman, he's had a pretty good first half, 85 yards on 7 carries, including a touchdown.
Thank you, Los.
Well, that's, I said about the statistically, I wasn't sure how they did, even though they look better. Well, that's good. I mean, for Holliston to come out here and hold Chase Vaughn to those stats is a nice job by that defense.
Cotting's kick all the way to the 10. Taken by number 4. Sandwiched. Tackle by number 51. You got that one, Jay? I'll blame it on you.
David Villa.
David Villa, sophomore.
David
First
Villa.
and 10 for the Milton Wildcats at the 35.
You know, we're talking about the tackling and how the, tackling we really want to see better. That was how to tackle right there. That's nice. Wrap them and bring them down. Nicely done by David Villa, the sophomore.
See what both teams have coming out of the locker room. Vaughn goes out to the flats to his left. And a return over. Panthers say they've got it. And number Piersolacci. And the Panthers are feeling the energy right now. Their defense giving it to them again with a big turnover on the first play of the second half.
That's nicely done. That's the second takeaway tonight by that defense. And you can just feel it now, Tom. That just like last week in Medway, you could feel that offense starting to come into form. You can feel it tonight with this defense. Nicely done. They got to come out and score here. That would be huge with 11:42 left in the third quarter.
1st and 10 at the Milton 44. Hand up to Harding, up the middle. Short gain.
You wonder what goes on in the locker rooms and the adjustments that these coaches make and this and that and everything else. And, I would bet, I might be wrong, but I would bet that offensive line said, put it in our hands. Give it to us. Let us do our thing, and we'll get Devin Harding and the rest of the crew. We'll get on some yardage.
Gain of 1, 2nd and 9. Hand off to Harding. And he's taken down for a loss by Milton. So Milton showing some aggressive ball hawking right there.
Yeah, they're coming right back at Holliston. Both these schools sitting at 1-1, and they want to get off to a good start. 2-1 would be a perfect start for both of these clubs, and as far as they're concerned right now, so they're both fighting here to get that second win.
Well, they're in the middle of a good game. Steel sharpening steel right here. 3rd down and 13 for Holliston. Kiley with a short drop fires. Incomplete. I still think that it's the reads. They're not quite on the same page.
Yeah, that's going to take some time. That was Liam McLaughlin putting on that pass rush again. That's the second time he's got in there. And they're going to have to do something with him.
Holliston going to play the field position game. Not able to capitalize on the turnover.
No, I think if they got like 5 or 6 yards, maybe 7 yards on that play, he would have gone for it. But this is a smart play here.
High snap, Cotting corrals it. Puts a spiral, drops out at out of bounds at the 30.
I'm watching the coverage here, and I don't know if Holliston has a fake punt in their repertoire here.
I'm sure they do.
They must have something. I'm not sure how that works, but right now there's a lot of open space behind that line. They have the two returners back there, Milton, but they have looks like almost nobody in like a linebacker in a secondary position on that defense. So maybe that's something they want to look at a little bit later.
1st and 10 for the Wildcats. Vaughn looks left, looks right, connects to number 5. He's across the 35 to the 37. That was Dylan McKenzie. Second down and 4. Vaughn again looking in for the play call. Checks the count. Fires to the flat on the left. And he's got a first down as he connects with Luke Salmon, number 4.
It looks like what they're trying to do is bring the Holliston defense in a couple steps by throwing those short passes right at the line of scrimmage, bring them in a couple steps, and then what they'll do is they'll try and go deep on them. I mean, those passes can be a little dangerous, too. If someone intercepts them, it's a touchdown.
1st and 10 for Milton. Looking deep by Vaughn. He's scrambling. Up comes number 40, Robert Collier with the sack. The junior middle linebacker just stuck on number 15 and wouldn't let him go.
He does a nice job in there as middle linebacker. You know, he had to jump in there
last week,
yeah, and he's done some really nice things. That's good. That's nice. That's a linebacker and a quarterback. That's really nicely done.
So big loss on the play, loss of 6. It'll be 2nd and 16 for the Wildcats. Here comes the blitz. Vaughn gets it off. Connects to number 1. He picks up about 6 or 7 yards, but it's still going to bring up 3rd and long.
Boy, that was a nice run after the catch because it was that Olsen.
That was Olsen.
Shane Olsen.
Yep.
He picked up probably 4 or 5 yards on his own and gave them a much better opportunity here on 3rd down.
3rd down and 9 for Milton. They've got 3 receivers to Vaughn's right. Fires to his left, puts it up top, and connects. A nice over-the-shoulder catch by number 13. That's Michael Fulton.
One pretty pass right there by Vaughn. I mean,
there was great coverage, Jay.
Yeah, it was perfect coverage. Yeah, you can't pull the guy's arm down. I mean, you got perfect coverage.
So 1st down for Milton as they move into Panther territory. Vaughn again. Chase from the pocket, throws on one leg, and caught by number 4. Down inside the 5. So 7:01, there's a stoppage on the field. We'll be back in just a moment. All right, that was Nick Cotting. He walks off the field under his own power. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 1 after that pass all the way to Luke Salmon. That was a wobbly strike by Vaughn, but he got it there. Good delivery. Hand off to Marsman, and he blasts up the middle for the touchdown. So with 6:33 to go in the 3rd quarter, Milton's on the board.
Well, Holliston started out with the takeaway, and then Milton held them, and then they were able to drive down the field in a one long play. The beautiful pass by Vaughn. As I said earlier, he's everything he's advertised to be, Tom. He's really done a nice job here tonight.
Extra point shot is no good. So with 6:33 to go in the 3rd quarter, 23 Milton, 7 the Panthers.
Yeah, and for those of you who think, well, he just missed an extra point and so what, but now it's only a 2-possession game.
Well, we saw what happened with a missed extra point over in Medway the other night.
That's right.
Holliston was up 28-21. Medway came back with a couple of touchdowns And they were so excited when they went ahead 34, and then they missed the extra point.
Yep.
And it ended up costing them the ball game.
Across the ball game. And, you know, that's the thing here. I mean, Holliston's going to, you know, look up at the scoreboard and you say, oh, boy, here we go again. But really, you drive downfield, you score, you go for two and you make it. You're just one possession away. So
Plenty of football left to play.
plenty of time left. You know, the way this kick return game for Holliston's been going, you know, they could break one at any time, too.
Andrew Dennison with the lightning strike from 93 yards that followed a Medway touchdown last week. A long kick by number 8, taken by Dennison at the 5. Dennison keeping his feet.
Nicely done.
He dragged the pile all the way to the 25, so a 20-yard return.
So this is where, you know, you gotta still show some patience here. As you said, there's plenty of time in this ball game. You know, you might want to get that running game going again, or if you have some short passes. If you got a long one, you might want to give it a try at some point, but you really don't have to be going downfield deep at this situation. There's still plenty of time.
First and 10, Holliston at their own 25-yard line.
From the 25.
Break the huddle with a new formation. Owen Zakshevsky in like the fullback spot. Hand off to Harding.
Devin Harding.
He hits the left side hard. Out across the 30-yard line to the 31.
Gain of about 6.
Gain of 6. Let's see where they mark it.
They mark it.
Well, they mark him back at the 33. What a terrible spot. 2nd and 7.
Shorter at the 33.
Some good battles going on down there between that offensive and defensive line.
Kyling with a fake to Harding. Fires it wide open. OZ. He's got the first down. Zakshevsky with a nice little grab and go.
Nice job by Owen. I mean, the name may be hard to say, but the player really knows how to play. I'll tell you that. 5:30 left to go in the third quarter. That's a big first down for Holliston. They needed that.
That was good for about 8 and first down. First and 10.
I keep
ball's
I'm losing the ball here sometimes because I keep watching the interior of that offensive line against the interior of the defensive line. What a battle. It's really, really cool watching those guys go at it.
Kylie to Harding. He's met right away.
Inside.
Loss of 1 on the play.
Isaiah Hazard leading the way on the stop.
They're pinching a lot. And it seems they're pinching a lot on that defensive line. They're starting to come in. So what that will do is that will open up the outside a little bit. If Holliston can get in the hands of one of their speedsters and get into the outside, they may be able to make some pretty decent yardage.
2nd down and 12 for Holliston. 4:34 clock running here in the third quarter. Sweeney split out to the left, Lima to the right. Kylie, short drop, looks in the flat, intercepted. And we got the first turnover for the Panthers, intercepted at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, Holliston throw the ball on the short side of the field that time, and there were quite a few players there, and ball just got intercepted.
The defense back on the field for Holliston.
Yeah, and they're going to have to stiffen now, Tom. They can't allow another score. 4:16 left to go in the third.
Marking out the 40.
Number 15, Kevin Sahajian. Sahajian is out there at linebacker. 1st and 10 for Milton. Handoff fake to Marsman. And Vaughn is off to the races up the middle of the defense.
Well, we didn't know statistically he didn't have a lot of rushing yards. We didn't know not only can he run, but sometimes even if you get a great passer like that, you know, does a coach even want him to run? But he's had some nice pickups tonight.
He's used that to try to keep the Panthers off balance. First and 10 at the Panther 25. Fires to the right flat. Number 5, Dylan McKenzie. And he's going to be close to a Wildcat first down.
Nice
2nd and 1.
Nice to see Nick Carding come back. He's okay. Made the tackle. Clock running, 3:13, 3:12, third quarter.
Vaughn, short drop, fires it up. Left corner of the end zone, incomplete, intended for Salmon.
Some good coverage down there. I think was that Sweeney down there. Yeah, Brady Sweeney with the coverage. Those guys are coming all the way across the field pretty fast.
3rd and 1. Vaughn knows he needs to get rid of the ball quickly.
And Vaughn is over 200 yards on the night, guys. He's got 201, one touchdown,
Fake
one
to
interception.
Marsman. He's being chased along the sideline. He's got the first down. And we got a flag on the tail end of that play.
Yeah, it looked like he was, I don't know if it's the call is a tackle out of bounds or if there's something else going on down there.
It's in the area of that type of call.
Picking it up, yep.
So no foul. 1st and goal. Ball's on the 8. Vaughn hands it off to Marsman. Stop short. 2nd down and goal.
Holliston's got Marsman and Vaughn to worry about both of them, but they just got to come. That defensive front 7 has got to answer. They got to come through.
And off to Marsman.
And there they do.
But he is turned back.
Nicely done by that front 7.
Big hit by Pierce Alachi.
Alachi's having himself quite a game defensively, isn't he? And offensively, too. Offensive and defensive linemen. Clock is running.
3rd down and goal.
1:50 left in the third.
Ball's at the 1. Hand off to Marsman. Whistles.
Wait a minute, we have some whistles.
Oh, that time
Yeah,
Vaughn was
procedure.
faking it to Marsman, was going to take it himself.
So 5-yard penalty against Milton.
And again, it starts to get more interesting.
See, that's why that last play where that defensive front 7 came in and made the big stop, you know, that might have saved a touchdown down here. We'll see how this plays out. Clock is running. 1:25 left to go in the third.
Vaughn, straight drop, chase from the pocket, rolls right, puts it up right corner, way overthrown.
Great job by that defense. Nicely done.
4th and 6. Decision time for Coach Dombrowski.
Well, he can, right now, to go up 3 possessions, he can kick a field goal if he wants. That was
Doesn't see kicker staying on the sideline.
Yep, looks like they're going to go for it.
So 4th and 6.
I think that was Pierce Alachi again who putting the pressure on Vaughn.
Low snap. Vaughn fires. Ball's up. And it's touchdown for the Wildcats. Luke Salmon, number 4. His 2nd touchdown of the season.
Well, Holliston was in pretty good position. They put up a good battle down there, and it looked like on the crossing pattern there, I thought the Holliston defender coming across, the pass might have been too high for him, but it almost looked like he could have jumped up and knocked it down, but it might have been, from our angle, that's the way it looked, but I'm sure it's probably way over his head.
Kick is good.
Milton takes
So Milton's ahead 30-7 with 1:08 to go in the 3rd quarter. The Wildcats coming out of the locker room, and their first play didn't go anywhere. They ended up with a fumbled
Yep.
at the Panthers. Panthers couldn't take advantage, and now they've been in the end zone twice in this 3rd quarter.
Yeah, and you know that this is where Holliston's got to, at this point in the game, there's 1:08 left in the 3rd. You've got to just say, okay, we got to take our time. We got to go downfield, and we got to get ourselves a score, because that defense has been on the field a lot tonight. But that's what good teams do. They take advantage of the of turnovers and penalties and that type of thing, and go down and finish them off with a touchdown. I do, and I know I keep saying this, but I do see a big difference in the way they're playing defense tonight, and I think you're going to see that's going to start carrying over throughout the season now.
Long kick by Finnegan all the way back to the 5. Dennison caught from behind at the 21. No, you're seeing it, Jay. They had Milton down to 4th down.
Yep.
They had 1st to goal and ended up with a 4th down and 6.
Yep.
They're making the Wildcats work for it, that's for sure.
And like I said, I don't know. I don't know all the teams that we're going to be coming up against, but I'm not so sure you're going to see a quarterback who's this good. And they've really held him, until near the end of this 3rd quarter here. They've held him pretty well.
And up to Harding, spins off the initial hit to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Clock still running now, and unless there's some kind of a stoppage, this will probably be the last play of the
third quarter. Yeah. Kiley, short drop, fires. Right off the hands of Sweeney.
Yeah.
He climbed the ladder, but even he couldn't get that one.
He did. He had to go up pretty high, and he almost pulled it in. He's a big target.
Clock stopped with 20 seconds to go here in the 3rd quarter on that incompletion. 3rd and 10 for Holliston. Sweeney and McCarron to the left. Lima and Gentile to the right. Kiley looks downfield, got the pressure, and he's taken down.
Liam McLaughlin
Waiting for that play to develop.
with the side.
It just didn't have enough time
Yeah, and that
to
was
get the ball downfield.
that was Liam McLaughlin again, who's been in there several times tonight for Milton.
And that'll bring the end of the third quarter. Milton 30, Holliston 7. We'll be back with fourth quarter action in just a moment. Nick Cotting back to punt on 4th and 15. Cotting reels it in and then lets go a nice kick.
Oh,
Hits at the 42 and then takes a Panther roll across midfield, and then it'll be down by number 2 at the 46-yard line.
I said it before, I'll say it again. That is one heck of a weapon back there. To get the ball out of there. Nicely done by Nick Cotting. Nice catch, too, by Nick Cotting.
Right,
Yeah, he's already had one interception tonight, right?
right.
11:47 left to go in this ball game. So this is the time now, you're in the fourth quarter and everything where the coach is going to say to the kids, we got to stay in it. We got to stay in it. We got to stay in it. Don't make mistakes. Keep learning, keep pushing, keep fighting, keep doing it, keep playing hard. And I don't think they're going to have any issue with this ball club doing that.
New quarterback passes out into the flat. Little forward momentum. And a first down. So new quarterback for Milton, number 12, Owen McHugh, junior. Handoff up the middle. Number 23.
I think Little John was in on that tackle too, I think.
No, 23 on the run.
Oh, on the run. Oh, I'm sorry.
Second and 5 for the Wildcats. Incomplete.
Holliston wanted to make sure that the ball was thrown forward, and it was.
It was close. Another yard.
Milton tonight 3 for 6 on third downs.
Well, that's all, huh? When you get a chance, Carlos, if you can give us the final stats for Vaughn.
McHugh, incomplete pass. Sweeney was right there on Finnegan. That'll bring up fourth down.
The book closed on Chase Vaughn tonight. He went 16 of 28 for 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception.
Well, he threw some good passes, Tom, but they held him to just a hair over 200 yards, and I'd say that's pretty good for a kid who's been averaging, over 300 yards a game?
9 for 11 and 100 yards in just the third quarter. McHugh to Finnegan. First down.
Oh.
Need to get to the 30, and he got it.
Finnegan also is a kicker for Milton.
McHugh, Coach Dombrowski had a lot to say about this backup quarterback, McHugh. Actually, he's a starter on the defensive backfield, and he said he's quite an athlete. First and 10 for Milton. McHugh takes it himself.
Oh, there you go. There you go. Nicely done.
He was pushed off line by Gentile, and then D'Angelo made the tackle.
Well, McHugh's a junior, so they'll be seeing him again next year.
Gain of 2.
And if we do a home and home series, we'll be seeing him again next year.
I imagine that teams usually do that.
Yeah, you would think. Yep.
So we'll be traveling to Old Rochester and traveling to Milton, having Braintree come up here. Get another look at the Mustangs on committee and field. McHugh, short drop, puts it up top.
Oh, what a catch.
What a nice catch.
Oh, he didn't
No,
catch it. Oh,
incomplete.
he dropped it. Wow.
Well, great defense there. That was Derek D'Angelo was just in perfect position, got his hand up in the receiver's face. It looked like he did everything right, and he actually did. So he disrupted that that catch right there.
But I can see what he's talking about, what the coach is talking about, Tom, with the this kid playing quarterback. His arm looks much like Chase Vaughn.
3rd down and 8 for Milton. Sets up the screen, and 23 can't get his hands on it. That's incomplete. 4th down and 8.
Once again, the Holliston defense did a nice job of reading that screen. As soon as those 3 defensive linemen get in there, the word went out that it was going to be a pass, and Holliston stayed back to defend it. 8:37 left to go in the ball game.
So 4th down and 8. McHugh drops back, and he's being chased by Alachi. Throws off his back foot, incomplete. All the way to the end zone, intended for 23.
I'm going to tell you, Pierce Alachi is really playing a superior game defensively. I mean, to be able to come in from his position and put that much pressure on the quarterback most of the night, he's just done a fabulous job, and he's also playing on the offensive line. So nicely done this tonight for Pierce Alachi.
So 1st down for the Panthers as they turn the field on Milton right there with 8:28 left in the 4th quarter.
Pierce Alachi tonight, 2 recorded tackles, 3 quarterback hurries, and a big fumble recovery.
He's just really played a super game, Carlos. He
Big
really
night
has.
for number 54. Kiley on the end around to Cooper Olson. He didn't get tackled. Olson with a spin around, but didn't go put a knee down, and he's all the way to the 35.
Very, very smart play by Olson there to realize he hadn't been tackled, and he rolled over and just kept going to pick up an extra few yards.
And a better call by the referee.
Right, yep.
That's a tough call. 1st and 10 from the 35. They hand it off straight up the middle. Devin Harding on the carry. He's got 4, 2nd and 6.
Clock running, 7:40 left to go in the ball game. Whoop.
Kiley's, something went wrong with the exchange right there. Being up 3rd down and 10.
See if Holliston tries to get this ball downfield a little bit with a throw.
Kiley rolls left, rolls right. He's got Brady Sweeney on the run. And number 11 is down inside the 10-yard line after a big catch.
Oh, nice catch and throw there by TJ to Sweeney.
He rolled left, cocked back, and got a great throw off. And Brady Sweeney just got position on that one and down inside the 10. What was that, a 55-yard toss?
55-yarder, 56-yarder.
Kiley rolls out, looks in the end zone, back of the end zone, touchdown. Oh, looked like he had him open. Owen McCarron right there.
Or McCarron, you know, we haven't talked about him a lot this year, but we saw him in Ashland, Tom, and
Passing league.
he made a big difference. He was good. I mean, you know, a new quarterback, inexperienced quarterback. A lot of times they rely on their tight ends.
2nd and goal from the 8. Kiley with the handoff to Harding.
Harding is stopped.
He's tackled inbounds after a short gain. Be 3rd down and goal. See where they mark the ball at the 7, 6 or 7.
3rd and goal from the 7.
5:42 clock running in the 4th quarter. Kiley fakes the handoff, steps up, goes for the run. He gets down inside the 5.
Yeah, 4th down. He got pretty close there. I thought he might have had a shot of going in. Maybe a timeout here.
With 5:18, the Panthers take a timeout. Okay, 4th down and 5. 4th and goal.
Panthers 4 for 10 on 4th down tonight.
4 for 10. Kiley. Crossing pattern to Sweeney for the touchdown. And with 5:13 to go in the game, the Panthers are on the board again.
Nicely done by Holliston. They drove down the field. The big play was a pass to Sweeney for the 56-yarder. They were able to close it out and get the touchdown. 30-13, 5:13 left to go in this ball game.
Correction, guys, that was 4 for 10 on 3rd down. They were 0 for 1 on 4th down.
Oh, okay.
Now 1 for 2.
Harding lines up for the extra point.
Block.
And it is blocked.
Score remains 30-13 with 5:13.
So with 5:13, the score is Milton 30, Panthers 13. TJ Kiley with his 5th touchdown of the season, a 5-yard strike to Brady Sweeney, his 3rd touchdown catch of the year.
Well, Sweeney, I'll tell you, he's one of those playmakers that I talked about earlier. I think him and Joey Gentile and, of course, Harding. And, you know, Holliston's starting to get those playmakers involved, you know, the skill position guys involved along with that line that's really starting to come together. So despite the score here, and I'm really not trying to be Mary Sunshine, I really believe this. I really do think that I'm seeing a lot of improvement here, both offensively and defensively, and it's going to show up later on in the year. I said this earlier, and I still believe this. If you're going to get Holliston, you better get them early.
You want to get better each game, Jay.
Yep.
That's the goal. We had an exciting one in Medway, which was a big step forward for this young Panther team. And we had exciting first half. Panthers battled in the 3rd quarter, and they just got upset by a more experienced Milton team.
Well, even the old Rochester game, they had them 7-6 until the last play of the first half.
Harding goes for the onside kick. Milton covers it at their own 45.
Excellent time to do that. Excellent time to work on that a little bit. (30-13). Milton in the lead with 5:10 left to go in this ball game. Now let's see how this defense can react. See if they continue to stay aggressive. The beginning of this game, Tom, when they were showing the blitz, sometimes they came, sometimes they didn't. It was causing a lot of false starts and by Milton and everything. And they were really, really playing that well. I really love that. I love if you're going to play defense, play aggressively, and that's what they were doing.
Exactly. McHugh with the handoff. Number 23 keeps his feet for 8 yards. Joseph Pender.
But they're getting him involved tonight. He's kind of playing the Mossman position.
2nd and 3.
Meanwhile, this Milton team, Tom, I think, they look pretty good.
Well, they played Situate close. .23 for the carry. Looks like he's got the first down. First down, Milton.
29, Don Marino made the tackle there. But I think look who Holliston has played: Natick, Franklin, Old Rochester, who's doing well. These guys, so they've really had a tough schedule here.
Pender with the first down and a little more as he's tackled at the 30-yard line. Hand off to Pender. Nice moves by number 23. He's got another Wildcat first down.
Pender's a senior. .245 left to go in this ball game.
Throw out to Finnegan. He's inside the 5.
And look who's out there making the tackle. Piasolaci. Are you kidding me?
That's
Seriously? He's everywhere.
First and goal from the 2. They hand it to number 23. Just short of the goal line.
This is the point of the game where they're trying to get the touchdown for the senior.
We got a timeout, Holliston, with 1 minute and 43 seconds left to go in the game. All right, 2nd and goal for Milton. I want to say when Piasolaci made that tackle downfield, he reminded me of old number 66, Zach Stirring. He's another defensive lineman that used to go sideline to sideline and making those tackles.
I still have my Fear the Beard shirt. I still have it. I pull out every so often. He's a good kid, Zach. He's a lot of fun, and boy, could he cover for a defensive lineman. Remind me of old Bob Lilly of the Cowboys.
Oh. Second and goal, and McHugh's just going to take a knee with 1 minute 42. Let
Classy.
the clock run out.
Yeah, classy. And Holliston.
Holliston's going to take another timeout. 3rd and goal from the 5 now for Milton.
Well, they're not in their victory formation now.
Hand off to Pender, and he is stopped for no gain. Patrick Griffin with the tackle. That brings up 4th down and goal.
Well, we get a chance here. I want to wish a happy 9th birthday to Liliana Canto, Carlos's daughter and my granddaughter.
Oh, great.
9 years old today.
And there Milton will take the timeout with 41 seconds to go here in the game. So 4th and 5, 39 seconds left on the clock.
All right, and Milton tonight is 2 for 4 on 4th down.
McHugh rolls, throws to the corner of the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats. Number 8, Finnegan, who went in motion there.
.32 seconds left to go in this ball game. And they will line up, I'm sure, for the extra point. Was that? Oh, and that was Finnegan that scored the touchdown. They finally got him in there, huh? He'll be kicking the extra point.
The Swiss Army knife of the Wildcats. Not a big fan of this swinging gate.
Whoa.
Finnegan's kick
He got all of that.
is good. So with 32 seconds left in the game, it's 37-13.
While we get a second, I want to thank our staff here. We have the lovely Lisa on the big camera up here and Bruce Guilfoy on his magical computer. Carlos on the stats. Tom, of course, doing the play-by-play in the dulcet tones of Jack Harper.
They are dulcet, aren't they?
I don't know what that means.
It sounds classy.
I don't know what half the stuff I say means, but I don't know. I don't know what that means, but it sounds good. So, all right, 37-13. Holliston down by 24 with 32 seconds left to go in this ball game.
Dennison and Olson back to receive the kick for Holliston.
Maybe get a little excitement here. Let's see if they kick it, and if both those two kids. You know, the other thing is we talk a lot about Dennison back there, and rightfully so. He's been a really superb return man, but Olson is no slouch.
No slouch at all.
He can run back too. He does a nice job. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you're starting to see things develop here where guys are kind of taking up these spots, these skill position spots, receiving, running back, quarterbacks, and of course return people.
Finnegan's kick taken by Olson, or Dennison. They switch sides. He's got it out across the 20-yard line. So carry by number 24 and 24 seconds left in the game.
So we'll see what Holliston's got up their sleeve here.
How about the old hook and ladder?
The old hook and ladder. Compliments of Steve Hedrick. He always wants to see the hook and ladder.
Kylie rolls wide right.
They're going to hurry up now with 13, 12, 11 seconds left to go. They go.
Don't know if they're going to get off another play. Going to try. Kylie looks down the field. Intended for McCarron. And that'll do it. Your final score, 37-13. We ready for a final lowdown, Los? Well, Definitely a growing experience tonight.
Yep.
Sort of a slow finish to the game, but
Long finish to the game, yeah. But, the situation here is that I do see improvement. That's what we want to see, a little bit of improvement every game, a little bit, because those little bits of improvement add up, and over time they become big improvements. And they're beginning to look offensively a little bit more like a Holliston team. They're not scoring quite as much as we're used to, but they were starting to see the skill positions, and we had that solid offensive line.
that aggressive defense
And
was
now the
definitely
defense,
throwing
right.
Milton off base in the first half.
Right.
And now Luce with the final lowdown.
All right, thanks, Tom. The final score from Committee and Field, Milton comes away with the victory by a score of 37-13. The Wildcats really kind of pulled away in the second half here. It was a little closer in the first half, but Milton racked up the yardage in the second half. They had 418 total yards to 242 for the Panthers. 247 yards passing, 171 yards rushing for Milton, 169 yards passing, 73 yards rushing for Holliston. Holliston quarterback TJ Kiley was 13 of 25 for 169 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 interception. The leading rusher for the Panthers was Devin Harding. He had 37 yards on 13 carries, including a touchdown. The leading receiver was Brady Sweeney, just an amazing game catching the ball. 6 catches for 102 yards, including a touchdown catch. He had a long 57-yard reception. On the other side of the ball, what more can you say about Chase Vaughn? He did come as advertised. 16 of 28 for 207 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception. And then Amari Marsman, their running back, got it done on the ground. He had 100 yards even off of 11 carries in 2 big touchdowns. Defensively for the Panthers, the player of the game had to be Pierce Alachi. He had 4 recorded tackles, 3 quarterback hurries, and a big fumble recovery. Nick Cotting also had a big game with 4 tackles and a key interception. Rob Collier, he had 6 recorded tackles. And then that included a tackle for a loss. Cooper Olson came in with 4 tackles and a tackle for a loss as well. For more stats and information on the Holliston Panthers, you can follow us on Twitter at HCatFootball. And that's the lowdown.
Okay, next up is Braintree. We'll be going down there to do the ball game, and then we get into the TVL a couple of weeks from now. Tom, nice job. Final score, 37-13, Milton over Holliston. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.